Stop, before you spend that old penny, you need to check this first. Some Lincoln Wheat Pennies with mint marks like SD, or even no mint mark can be worth hundreds, thousands, and in rare cases over $100,000. In today's video, I'll show you exactly which coins are valuable in 2026 and how to identify them in seconds. Let's get started. First up, the 1927 Lincoln Wheat Penny, without a mint mark, stands as one of the most fascinating coins in American history, and collectors across the United States continue searching for this old copper coin, because many surviving examples still carry surprising value today. And the story behind this rare penny connects directly to the growth of America during the early 20th century, when millions of citizens used these coins in daily life, while very few imagined that decades later worn examples would become treasures worth serious money in today's collector market. The Lincoln Wheat Penny first appeared in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln, and this design became the first regular United States coin to feature a real historical figure, which made the coin revolutionary for American currency. And by 1927, the Philadelphia Mint produced pennies without any mint mark, while the nation was moving through an era of industrial expansion and economic change, and these old coins traveled through countless hands in stores, banks, railroads, farms, and factories, creating natural, where that today helps collectors identify genuine circulation history and original surfaces. The obverse side of the 1927 penny displays the famous portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, and collectors admire the strong profile details, especially the sharp beard lines, hair texture, and clear lettering, because these features help determine value and authenticity, while the reverse side carries the iconic wheat ears surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America, creating a classic American design that remained in production for nearly 50 years and became one of the most recognized coin designs ever produced by the United States Mint. A 1927 Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark was struck in Philadelphia, and the absence of a mint mark is itself an important feature because collectors immediately identify the coin as a Philadelphia issue, while pennies from Denver carried a D mint mark and coins from San Francisco displayed an S, and over time, many Philadelphia examples disappeared due to circulation, damage, corrosion, and melting, which increased the rarity of surviving old condition pieces that still show readable dates and attractive original color. One of the most exciting facts about the 1927 no mint mark wheat penny is that even heavily worn examples can still hold collector value because age alone makes the coin desirable. And when the surfaces remain natural with strong outlines visible around Lincoln's portrait, the market value rises significantly, while collectors also search for coins with clear wheat stalk details, sharp lettering, and smooth chocolate brown copper surfaces, because these signs often indicate originality and long-term preservation. The composition of the 1927 Lincoln Wheat Penny adds another layer of historical importance because the coin was made primarily from copper with a small percentage of tin and zinc, creating the rich, warm appearance that collectors love today, and unlike modern pennies that contain large amounts of zinc, these earlier wheat pennies feel heavier, more solid, and more historic in the hand, which gives them a unique physical presence that instantly separates them from ordinary modern pocket chain. The current market value of a 1927 Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark depends heavily on condition, rarity, eye appeal, and collector demand, and even low-grade circulated examples in old condition can sell for several dollars, while better preserved coins may reach values between $50 and several $100s, depending on detail and authenticity. And rare uncirculated examples with original red color have sold for more than $1,000 in competitive auctions, where collectors fight to own superior quality pieces. Collectors, especially coins that survived nearly 100 years without harsh cleaning, because cleaned coins often lose natural texture and market appeal, while untouched examples with original toning attract stronger offers from experienced buyers. And professional grading companies carefully examine every surface mark, edge color, and strike detail before assigning grades that dramatically influence final selling prices in today's growing rare coin market across the United States and around the world. Another important feat of the 1927 no mint mark penny is the historical connection to the late 1920s, which was a powerful moment in American history, shortly before the Great Depression changed the country forever. And these pennies passed through the hands of workers, business owners, farmers, and families during an unforgettable economic era, making each surviving coin a small metallic witness to the everyday lives of ordinary Americans. Nearly a century ago, many collectors search bank rolls, estate sales flea markets, and inherited coin jars, hoping to discover a hidden 1927 wheat penny. Because stories continue appearing online about individuals finding valuable old coins among forgotten belongings. And while most examples are common circulated pieces, some rare higher-grade survivors still appear unexpectedly, creating excitement throughout the collecting community and driving continued interest in Lincoln wheat pennies as affordable historic treasures with strong long-term demand. Professional coin grading services play a major role in determining the true market value of a 1927 Lincoln wheat penny. Because authentication protects collectors from counterfeits, altered dates, and cleaned coins, while certified examples sealed in official holders often command higher prices in auctions due to buyer confidence, and investors frequently focus on coins with accurate grading. Because small differences in condition can create huge jumps in value, especially for old copper coins with attractive surfaces. The reddish-brown color found on certain 1927 pennies represents another major factor influencing value, because original red copper surfaces are extremely difficult to preserve over many decades, and coins that still display bright red luster from the mint can achieve astonishing prices, while most surviving examples turned brown through natural oxidation and environmental exposure, making true red examples much scarcer and highly desired by advanced collectors across the rare coin industry. Unique die varieties and striking errors also add excitement to the 1927 Lincoln wheat penny market, because collectors constantly examine lettering, date placement, and surface patterns, searching for unusual characteristics that separate one coin from another. And although major error varieties are rare, even subtle differences can increase collector interest and create additional value, especially when combined with strong condition and documented authenticity from respected grading organizations. The popularity of Lincoln wheat pennies continues growing on YouTube, social media, and online auction platforms, because collectors enjoy the thrill of treasure hunting and the possibility of discovering valuable coins hiding in old collections. And the 1927 no mint mark penny remains one of the most talked about early wheat cents due to its historical significance, classic design, and steady market demand, which keeps prices active among both beginner collectors and experienced numismatic investors. Today, the 1927 Lincoln wheat penny, without a mint mark, remains far more than a simple 1-cent coin, because it represents American history, craftsmanship, survival, rarity, and collector passion, all combined into a small piece of copper that traveled through generations. And while many old examples sell for modest amounts, the finest surviving coins continue reaching impressive dollar values, proving that even a tiny worn penny from the past can become a remarkable treasure in the modern rare coin market. Next up, the story of the 1941 Lincoln wheat penny begins during a dramatic period in United States history, when the country was preparing for global conflict, and millions of these copper coins were produced for everyday trade and business across American cities and rural towns. And this small coin carried the image of President Abraham Lincoln on the front, while the reverse displayed 2 wheat stalks that represented growth, strength, and prosperity. And today, collectors around the world search for this historic penny, especially examples with no mint mark, because they were struck in Philadelphia, and many survived in worn and rough condition after decades of circulation through stores, farms, factories, and family pockets. The 1941 Lincoln wheat penny, without a mint mark, remains one of the most recognized classic American coins, because it combines historical importance with collector interest. And although millions were produced, many examples were heavily used for decades, making rough condition coins common, while truly attractive pieces with strong details are harder to locate, and even heavily worn examples can still attract attention from collectors who enjoy building complete Lincoln wheat penny collections and studying old American currency from the early 20th century. One unique feature of the 1941 wheat penny is its rich copper composition, because the coin was made mostly from copper with a small amount of tin and zinc, which gave it a warm, reddish appearance when new, and over time many coins develop dark brown tones, scratches, fading, and corrosion from years of handling and exposure, and collectors often examine the texture, color, and remaining wheat lines on the reverse side to judge how much detail survived after decades of circulation. Another fascinating feature is the portrait of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, whose initials can be found on the coin. And this design became one of the most famous images in American coin history, because Lincoln was the first real historical figure to appear regularly on circulating United States coinage, and the 1941 penny continued that tradition during a time of economic recovery, industrial growth, and national transformation across America. The absence of a mint mark under the date is very important, because it tells collectors the coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. And Philadelphia produced enormous numbers of pennies in 1941, which means most surviving. Examples are not extremely rare in average condition, but special varieties, error coins, and unusually preserved examples can still command impressive market prices, and even rough condition coins may hold value if they display unusual characteristics or strong historical appeal. Collectors often search carefully for doubled lettering, die cracks off center strikes, or unusual color variations on 1941 wheat pennies, because rare minting mistakes can dramatically increase the value of a coin, and a heavily worn penny that might normally sell for only a small amount could become worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars if a major error is discovered. And this possibility keeps treasure hunters excited whenever they inspect old coin jars, estate collections, and forgotten family boxes. The market value of a normal 1941 Lincoln wheat penny, without a mint mark in rough condition, is usually modest, but demand from collectors still gives the coin a place in the hobby. And many examples sell for $1 to $5, depending on wear, appearance, and collector interest, while cleaner examples with better detail can rise to $20 or more, and rare error varieties can reach hundreds or even thousands at auction. When certified by professional grading companies, one reason this coin remains popular today is the emotional connection many people feel toward old American pennies, because these coins may have traveled through the Great Depression, wartime America, and generations of family history, and holding a worn 1941 wheat penny can feel like touching a small surviving piece of the past that witnessed important moments in the lives of ordinary Americans during a changing era in world history. The reverse side of the coin, featuring two wheat ears, creates a classic vintage appearance that many collectors admire more than modern Lincoln cents, and the wheat design remained in use until 1958, making the entire wheat penny series one of the most collected groups in United States numismatics, and the 1941 issue fits perfectly into that long-running historical collection, because it represents the final years before wartime metal changes altered American coin production. Rough condition examples usually show heavy wear on Lincoln's hair, cheek, and coat, while the wheat stalks on the reverse may appear faded or nearly flat. And despite this damage, collectors still appreciate these coins, because every scratch and worn surface reflects years of real circulation and everyday use in American commerce, making each surviving piece unique in its own way. Some collectors also believe that copper coins from this era have become more attractive over time, because modern pennies contain different metal compositions, and the older bronze appearance of the 1941 wheat penny gives it a richer and more historic feeling compared to newer circulating cents. And this difference helps maintain strong collector demand, especially people who enjoy classic American coins with traditional designs. When examining a 1941 no-mint mark wheat penny, experts often look closely at the date, lettering, rim condition, and remaining details, because even slight differences in preservation can significantly affect market value. And a rough example with visible date and readable lettering may still attract buyers, while cleaner examples with more detail can command much stronger prices in coin shops, online auctions, and collector conventions. The growing popularity of coin collecting videos online has also increased public interest in Lincoln wheat pennies, because many people now search their pocket change hoping to discover rare and valuable coins hidden in ordinary collections. And stories about valuable pennies selling for large amounts of money continue inspiring new collectors to study dates, mint marks, and possible mint errors on old United States coins. Although the average rough condition 1941 penny without a mint mark is not considered one of the rarest coins in American history, the combination of historical significance, classic design, copper composition, and collector nostalgia keeps the coin relevant in today's market. And examples connected to rare errors, unusual coloration, or exceptionally preserved surfaces can still achieve remarkable values that surprise many casual collectors. The legacy of the 1941 Lincoln wheat penny continues to grow, because it represents more than a single cent of currency, as it stands as a symbol of American history, craftsmanship, survival, and the enduring excitement of treasure hunting. And whether discovered in an old drawer, inherited from family members, or purchased from a coin dealer, this humble penny continues capturing the imagination of collectors who dream that even a worn and rough-looking coin could hold hidden value worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Next up, the story of the 1944 Lincoln wheat penny without mint mark begins during the powerful years of World War II, when the United States Mint returned to copper pennies after the short steel cent experiment of 1943. And collectors today still admire this coin, because it carries the memory of wartime America while showing the famous portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front, and two elegant wheat stalks on the reverse, creating one of the most beloved coin designs in American history. And when this coin survives in uncirculated condition with bright original color and sharp details, its value can rise far above ordinary pennies. Because collectors search for clean, untouched examples that still shine with original mint luster, the 1944 wheat penny without mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. And the missing mint mark is actually normal because Philadelphia coins during that era usually carried no letter under the date, making this coin special to collectors who understand the history behind United States coin production. And when an uncirculated example is discovered with smooth surfaces, rich copper red color, and almost know where the coin becomes a prized collectible that attracts attention from dealers, investors, and passionate coin hunters across the world. One of the most unique features of the 1944 Lincoln Wheat Penny is its composition, because the coin was made from recycled shell casings used during World War II, giving coin a direct connection to American military history, and many collectors call these shell case cents, because the copper used in production came from wartime materials, making each coin feel like a surviving piece of history that traveled through one of the most dramatic periods in the 20th century. The design of the coin was created by Victor David Brenner, whose portrait of Abraham Lincoln became the first real president portrait ever placed on a regular United States circulating coin. And on the reverse side, the wheat ears symbolize prosperity, growth, and strength, which is why collectors continue to admire the classic Wheat Penny series many decades after production ended. And when the 1944 issue appears in uncirculated condition, the smallest details in Lincoln's hair jacket and wheat lines become extremely clear and visually impressive. Collectors carefully examine the color of a 1944 no-mint mark wheat penny, because coins graded as full red are considered the most valuable, since they still display the bright fiery copper appearance seen when the coin first left the mint. And these red uncirculated examples often command much higher prices than brown or red-brown coins, especially in higher mint state grades, where flawless surfaces and strong eye appeal create intense competition in the collector market. The current market value of a regular 1944 no-mint mark wheat penny in average circulated condition may only be a few cents or a few dollars, but in uncirculated mint state condition, the value can rise from around $5 to more than $100 depending on grade, color, and overall preservation, while the finest certified red examples can reach several $100s at auctions, because elite collectors compete for top-quality coins with original surfaces and strong visual beauty. Another reason this coin remains famous is because of the legendary 1944 steel penny era, which happened when leftover steel planchets from 1943 were accidentally used during 1944 production. And these rare era coins are among the most valuable Lincoln cents in existence, sometimes selling for tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. And this incredible story increases interest in every 1944 wheat penny, because collectors always dream of discovering a hidden treasure among ordinary-looking coins, the surface quality of an uncirculated 1944 wheat penny plays a major role in value because collectors search for coins free from scratches, stains, carbon spots, and cleaning damage. And when a coin still has blazing mint luster with smooth, untouched fields and crisp strike details, it becomes far more desirable in the competitive coin collecting market, where condition often determines whether a coin is worth a few dollars or several $100s. Many collectors also enjoy the historical symbolism of the 1944 Lincoln cent, because the coin represents America's determination during wartime and its return to copper production after the unpopular steel cents of 1943. And this connection to history creates emotional value beyond the coin's metal content, allowing collectors to feel connected to the generation that lived through global conflict, economic pressure, and national unity. During the war years, the large mintage of over 1 billion Philadelphia coins means the 1944 no-mint mark penny is not rare in lower grades, but true gem uncirculated examples with full original red color are much harder to locate, because many coins entered circulation immediately and lost their fresh mint appearance over time, which is why collectors pay strong premiums for coins that avoided wear, damage, and environmental exposure for decades. Professional grading companies, such as PCGS and NGC, have increased collector confidence in the 1944 wheat penny market, because certified coins receive official grades that help determine accurate market prices, and high-grade examples, labeled as mint state 65 red or better, can achieve impressive auction prices, especially when the coin displays exceptional strike quality, attractive eye appeal, and clean original surfaces desired by advanced collectors. Coin experts often recommend using magnification and proper lighting when examining a 1944 no mint mark wheat penny, because tiny details such as doubling die cracks or unusual striking errors can increase collector interest. And while most coins are common varieties, certain unusual features or error combinations may create extra value in today's market, especially when the coin remains in pristine uncirculated condition, with little or no handling damage. The enduring popularity of Lincoln wheat pennies also comes from their accessibility, because many collectors begin their coin collecting journey with wheat cents found in old jars collections or family keepsakes, and the 1944 issue often becomes one of the first historic coins people discover, creating excitement, curiosity, and a deeper interest in American numismatic history that can continue for a lifetime in today's collector market. Online auctions, coin shows, and grading services continue to push demand for beautiful uncirculated wheat pennies, especially coins with strong red color and superior preservation. And while average examples remain affordable, the highest quality 1944 no mint mark Lincoln cents continue to increase in popularity among collectors who appreciate classic American coinage and seek historical pieces connected to wartime America. The 1944 Lincoln wheat penny without mint mark remains one of the most fascinating and respected coins in United States history, because it combines wartime heritage, timeless design, collector demand, and the possibility of hidden rarity into one small copper cent. And whether valued at a few dollars or hundreds of dollars in uncirculated condition, this coin continues to capture the imagination of collectors, investors, and history lovers who see far more than a simple penny when they hold this remarkable piece of American history. Thanks for watching.